This video is not sponsored by Collgate. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to succeed even though they started with almost nothing? Let me tell you about a poor 16-year-old boy who left home with just a few coins in his pocket. His name was William Collgate, and he's the star of our story today. His name is on toothpaste and soap and almost every home in the world. How did he do it? It wasn't luck. No, it's not. It was because he trusted God. So the story goes like this. Back in 1804, William Collgate left his family farm to look for work in New York City. On the way, he met a Christian guy who gave him this advice. The guy said, always give your heart to Jesus, be honest, work hard, and don't forget to give back to God what belongs to him. So those words stayed in William's heart. Then he got his first job making soap. He decided to tithe. That means he gave 10% of every dollar to the Lord. Even when he didn't have much, he gave faithfully. As the years went by, his small soap business grew. But instead of keeping more to himself, William gave even more to God. First 10%. Then he gave 20%. Later, even 50% of his money went to support churches, schools, and missionaries. And you know what the amazing part right here? That tiny soap shop became what we know today as Collgate. So that company worth billions. But Williams, he always said, this business is not mine, but it belongs to God. I just manage it for him. Amazing. You know, there's power in God's promise. William trusted the promise from the Bible. It's in Malachi 3:10. It says in there, bring the whole tithe into the storehouse. And it says, test me in this, says the Lord Almighty, and see if I will not throw open the floodgates of heaven and pour out so much blessing that you won't have room for it. Guys, did you hear that? This is the only verse in the Bible where God says, test me. He's basically saying, try me, put me first, and see what I can do. So William took God at his word right there, and God kept his promise. Guys, let's talk about practical application right here. Let's bring this story into our lives. Now you might be thinking, well, bro Pete, I'm not a millionaire. Well, neither was William when he started. We can get a lot of things in this story. Start small. If we get allowance, a paycheck, or even little extra, honor God with that part, with part of it. Let's honor Him. Second, let's put God first. Pray before making decisions about money or work. It's really important. Pray first. Seek for guidance. Next, be faithful. God doesn't ask you to give what you don't have. Of course, He just asks you to be faithful with what you do have right now. And think about legacy. William's giving built schools, churches, give to missionaries. What you do with your money today could bless people even after you're gone. Isn't that crazy? Well, let me encourage you here, friends. Maybe right now you feel like you don't have enough. Maybe you're worried about bills, schools, or the future. Well, that's legit. Let me remind you of this. God doesn't look at the size of what you give. He looks at the size of your heart. In Luke 16:10, it says in there, whoever can be trusted with little can also be trusted with much. So don't wait until you're rich, because that's gonna happen. Don't wait until you're rich to trust God. Be faithful now. A little seed in God's hands can grow into something you never dreamed of. That's exactly what happened to William Collgate. And that same God is still faithful today for you. William Collgate's life story is a proof. When you put God first, He can open doors you never thought possible. And remember, Malachi 3:10 isn't just an old verse. It's a challenge from God Himself. Test me in this. So let me ask you, are you ready to trust Him? Guys, if this story gave you hope, share it with a friend who needs encouragement. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you won't miss more powerful stories and daily faith lessons. Again, this is your brother Pete reminding you, when you put God first and loved on His people, that's the winning formula. Stay blessed.